Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been following the Browns this season, you know it's been a roller coaster of emotions, especially when it comes to the offensive line. This unit, which is so crucial for the success of the team, has been under constant pressure, riddled with injuries, and faced with setbacks that threaten to derail the entire season. And just when you thought things couldn't get worse, they did. In Week 3, during that intense matchup against Green Bay, the Browns suffered yet another devastating blow to their offensive line. Starting tackle Dawand Jones, who had been showing promising signs and was seen as a key piece for the team's offensive future, suffered a serious injury that will keep him out for the rest of the season. It's heartbreaking, really. Dawand Jones, a promising young player, was struck low during a routine screen play, and it was a hit that changed everything in an instant. It wasn't just a normal tackle. No, this was a low hit by Packers safety Javon Bullard, something that, according to league officials, should have been penalized at the time. But what makes this even more frustrating is that the NFL later confirmed that the officials missed an obvious call. Cleveland submitted video evidence to the league, and it was acknowledged that Bullard's dive into Jones' legs was a clear foul. Kevin Stefanski, the Browns' head coach, was quick to speak out about it, saying that the league told him that the NFL officials recognized the mistake. Mary Kay Cabot, one of our most trusted sources for Browns news, reported that Stefanski said the NFL confirmed that Javon Bullard should have been penalized for diving into Dawand Jones' legs during that play. But here's the harsh reality. Despite this acknowledgement, the injury is done. Dawand Jones tore his LCL and suffered a hamstring avulsion, injuries that are severe enough to require surgery, which was scheduled on September 25. The damage is so significant that he's officially out for the season. And this isn't just a minor setback for the team. This marks the third consecutive season where Jones has faced serious injuries. As a rookie in 2023, he tore his MCL, which already limited his development, and then last season, he fractured his left leg, missing the final 10 games. Now, with this season-ending injury, questions about his durability have started to surface. This situation is a huge blow for the Browns, especially considering the importance of the offensive line for their overall success. Kevin Stefanski, in his typical measured tone, expressed sympathy for Jones, emphasizing that he didn't believe Bullard's hit was malicious. But the league's admission that a missed call occurred doesn't change the fact that Dawand Jones is now sidelined for the rest of the year. It's a bitter pill to swallow because Jones has shown flashes of potential when healthy. Standing at 6'8" and weighing around 374 pounds, he's a massive presence on the line, and when he's in top form, he's been effective in both pass protection and run blocking. But injuries have haunted him since day one, and now, with this season-ending injury, the Browns are faced with a critical question. Can Dawand Jones develop into the reliable cornerstone they envisioned when they drafted him? The Browns' offensive line has been a patchwork of injuries, and losing a player of Jones' caliber shakes up the entire dynamic. This unit already faced challenges with the absence of other key players, and now, losing Jones, who was seen as a future star, creates a significant void. It's a test of the team's depth and resilience, and it's going to be interesting to see how they adjust moving forward. Kevin Stefanski and the coaching staff will have to get creative with their line combinations and perhaps give more opportunities to other players in the rotation. But the truth is, replacing a player of Dawand Jones' size and potential is no easy task, especially with the season in full swing and the stakes higher than ever. Let's talk about what this means for the Browns' prospects this season. Cleveland has been navigating a tough AFC North, a division that's always competitive, filled with physical teams that don't give an inch. The injuries on the offensive line have already hampered their offensive production, making it harder for Deshaun Watson to find consistency and rhythm. Without Jones, the Browns will have to rely even more on their other linemen to step up and fill that void. That's a challenge, no doubt about it. The team's offensive scheme has been built around a balanced attack, and when the line struggles, it affects everything: pass protection, run blocking, and ultimately, the overall success of the offense. But it's not all doom and gloom. Cleveland's roster has some talented players, and the coaching staff has shown resilience and adaptability in the past. Still, this injury highlights the ongoing issues with durability and depth on the offensive line. It's a reminder that even with talented players, injuries can change the entire landscape of a season in a matter of moments. And for Dawand Jones, this is a tough situation. He's an incredibly talented young player, but durability has been a concern since he entered the league. The hope now is that he can recover fully, learn from this setback, and come back stronger next year. Browns fans, we all want to see him succeed because he has the tools to be a franchise cornerstone if he can stay healthy. Now, shifting gears a little, it's worth noting that the Browns' season isn't just about injuries. The team's overall performance has been a mixed bag so far. There have been flashes of brilliance, moments where the offense moves smoothly, where the defense steps up, and the team shows resilience. But inconsistencies have plagued them, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Deshaun Watson has had some good moments, but he's also struggled at times to find his rhythm, partly because of the instability along the line. The loss of Dawand Jones only makes things more difficult for him because Watson relies heavily on solid protection to deliver those key throws that can turn games around. In the broader picture, the AFC North remains fiercely competitive. The division is filled with strong teams like Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh, each with their own set of strengths and weaknesses. Cleveland's challenge now is to rally, adapt, and find ways to win despite these setbacks. They still have talented players, a coaching staff that's proven capable of withstanding adversity, and a fan base that's as passionate as ever. The hope is that this injury, while devastating, can serve as a wake-up call for the team to tighten up in other areas and push forward with even more determination. Looking ahead, the Browns will need to make some tough decisions. They might have to explore options in the trade market or promote from within to fill the gap left by Jones. They'll also need to keep their focus on developing their other young linemen, giving them opportunities to step up and prove they can handle the pressure. Injuries are part of the game, unfortunately, and every NFL team faces them at some point. The key is how a team responds, and Cleveland has shown resilience in the past. Now more than ever, they'll need to come together and show that they're capable of overcoming this adversity. As Browns fans, we all hope that Dawand Jones can come back next season healthier, stronger, and more determined than ever. His journey hasn't been easy, but if there's one thing about this team, it's that they fight. They don't give up, and they continue to push forward, no matter how tough the road gets. The season isn't over. There's still plenty of football to be played, and the Browns have the talent and grit to make a run. But this injury definitely adds a new layer of challenge to their quest for success. It's a reminder that in the NFL, nothing is guaranteed, and every game, every play matters more than ever. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this situation? How do you think the team will respond? Do you believe they have enough depth to overcome this setback? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and the passion of Browns fans like you keeps this community alive and thriving. Thanks for joining me today, and as always, let's keep the faith and keep rooting for our Browns.